Welcome to NoColink. I'm Janice Mount. Today on the program we're going to be highlighting many of the tourism opportunities in the City of Loveland. So we'll be right back after this.
When every moment matters and a life is saved, when someone gives blood, when a hand reaches out, that moment when heartbreak turns to hope, you're there through the American Red Cross. Down the street, across the country, around the world, you help save the day. Every day. Your support truly matters. You can help today. Visit redcross.org.
We've been doing a series about tourism in the City of Loveland, and our next guest is Renee Von Weiland. She's the president of the Loveland Hospitality Association. Welcome to the program, Renee.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Glad to have you here. Well, as people are considering either having a conference or taking a vacation, why should they consider the Loveland, Colorado area?
Loveland is in the heart of it all. Loveland is easy access from Denver. It's easy access to so many outdoor things, hiking, biking, canoeing, rafting. It's full of art, so it's got a little something for everyone. Rocky Mountain National Park is only a 35-minute drive from here, so a lot of folks stay here and travel there.
So what might they experience in terms of what's available and what the options are for hotels in the area?
We have so many hotels in the area. We have over 1,000 rooms in the Loveland area, ranging from 48 rooms all the way up to 263 rooms. So there are so many different options and different price points for everyone.
And Loveland ranks pretty high in the number of occupancies.
Number 3.
Number 3 in the state.
Absolutely. Isn't that great?
Incredible. And some are pet friendly?
There are a lot of pet friendly, and actually the industry is really turning towards that. So, because people do like to travel with their pets.
Yes. Well, I think it would be natural for people to consider having a conference in Denver or taking their vacation in Denver. So talk about why they might want to move it up a little bit north and bring it up to Loveland.
You still can get to Denver so quickly. It's within an hour, you know, you're in Denver. But from here you can also, as I said before, Rocky Mountain National Park, you can get to Cheyenne, Wyoming and see that from here. It's a great place to stay and travel from. So that's why I think that Loveland is a great place to stay.
Well, not only do we have some great hotels in our region, we have 3 conference centers in the Loveland area. So talk to us a little bit about those.
The Embassy Suites, of course, is the largest conference center in northern Colorado. They can host up to, I think, 3,000 people there. They've got, I think it's over 40,000 square feet of space. There's also the Fountains at Loveland, the La Quinta Inn and Suites. They do a lot of outdoor weddings. They have a lovely gazebo area. They can host up to 400 there. There's also the Best Westerns Plus Crossroads Event Center, or Conference Center, excuse me. They can host up to 200 people there. So choices abound here in the Loveland area for conferences.
It sounds like it, from smaller to a large scale conference, they can bring it to Loveland and know that they're going to have their needs met.
Absolutely.
What types of organizations might bring a conference to the Loveland area?
There's a lot of agricultural and conferences with livestock. They host those at the ranch. There's also a lot of auto and boat shows. We have the ability to do that here in Loveland as well. Trade shows, marketplace centers, those kind of things.
Wonderful. Well, we hope that you will consider bringing your next conference or taking your next vacation in the beautiful city of Loveland, Colorado. A list of all of the hotels can be found at Loveland Chamber of Commerce, www.loveland.org, or you can email them info@loveland.org, and their office number is available on the screen. So thank you, Renee, for being with us today.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, it's up to you to be ready. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed.
With us now is Bob Herfelt, the director of the Ranch Event Complex. Welcome, Bob, to the program.
Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you here. Well, what is the Ranch Event Complex?
Well, the ranch is about a 250-acre entertainment complex. It's located in northern Colorado. Has about 7 facilities that houses all sorts of events.
And if someone wants to have an event or show, either local or national in nature, Why would they want to bring it to the Ranch Event Complex?
Well, the first thing is just the location. Sitting in Loveland, Colorado, you've got some of the best views you've got pretty much in the country. And the second reason is that no matter what size or type of event that you have, we pretty much have a facility that's going to accommodate your needs.
And what are some of those specific facilities?
The largest complex or building we have is the Budweiser Event Center, which is your traditional arena. It has about 7,000 seats for a concert. We also play hockey there. But we also do general assembly events in that space. And then we also have about a 200-person executive restaurant that can house, events when it comes to wedding receptions and that type of thing.
And talk a little bit about the exhibition hall.
Well, like I said, you don't have a complex without exhibition halls. And First National Bank Exhibition Hall is 2 halls, about 40,000 square feet total, and takes care of all of your conference and trade show needs. But we also do toy shows and other general assembly events there as well.
And then you have an indoor arena and pavilion.
That's right. You can't have a name like the ranch without having some animals. So in the indoor arena pavilions, we have dirt floors that can take care of your ropings and your barrel racings, but we also can accommodate up to about 500 stalls for livestock. So it's a great place to have any type of your animal shows.
And tell us a little bit about the grounds and the kinds of events you can host there.
Oh, absolutely. One of the best things we have is we have 120 acres of just grass and other locations where you can have festivals, car shows, the county fair is there as well. So most recently we had a big event called Heaven Fest. 35,000 people were accommodated that day. It was a great event.
Sounds like you can accommodate just about anything.
Well, give us the chance and we will.
All right, thanks for being with us on the program today. If you would like information about contacting the Ranch Event Center, contact the Loveland Chamber of Commerce at loveland.org, or you can email them at info@loveland.org, and the number is up on your screen. Thanks again for being with us. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for a new pet that your family will cherish every day, consider adopting from a shelter. Shelters are the best places to find a new pet. That's where you'll discover healthy, loyal, and loving animals, eager to become a part of your family. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet, so bring home your new buddy today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Loveland is well known for its arts, and with us today is Suzanne Jansen. She's the Public Art and Business Services Manager for the City of Loveland. Welcome to the program, Suzanne.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here. Give us a history of the art in the City of Loveland.
You bet. Well, Loveland's art history really traces back to 1984, which is when 5 artists and art advocates in Loveland got together and they formed the sculpture shows. From the popularity of those sculpture shows, the mayor in 1985, whose name was Herm Smith, decided it would be a great time for the city to adopt a 1% for the Arts ordinance. So he spoke with Susan Eisen, who is the Director of Cultural Services, and Felicia Harmon, who at that time was the Downtown Development Authority Director. They worked with Bill Babcock, who was the city attorney, and they drafted a 1% for the Arts ordinance. And from this ordinance, 1% of any capital project for the city that is valued at $50,000 or more goes into the Art in Public Places Fund.
So tell us about the status of the current collection.
You bet. Well, the collection has grown quite a bit since 1985, and right now we have 372 pieces within the collection, and over 72% of the value of that collection has been donated from arts organizations, individuals, and also artists who contribute to the program. And the largest collection of public art you can find in Benson Park, which I'm hoping most Loveland citizens know about, and they donate the profits that are from these annual sculpture shows. They take a percentage of those profits, they put that back into public art as well as the infrastructure for the park itself. And this year we had a very generous donation of bean pods, and that is by local artist Tony Hochstetler.
Wonderful. Well, tell us about some of the current projects.
You bet. Public art projects take a little while from original design concept to execution. So we have 2 major projects in the Civic Center that are going to be installed starting November 28th, so just right around the corner. And the first of which is the Loveland Public Library. There are 3 components to that piece. The one that you can see is a sculpture by Kathleen Karakoff. That is going to be a black granite piece that's inlaid with gold leaf. And that will be installed on the exterior of the building. On the inside of the building, there are two other components. The first of which is Falling Water Mobile, which you'll see on the left side of your screen, and that is made from fiberglass, and it's lit interiorly with LED lighting. Then there are also 11 oil paintings by by Allison Kincaid. And she is completing those oil paintings. Those will be hung in the stairwell as well as in locations throughout the library.
Well, let's talk a little bit about what's going on at the Chilson Center.
That's another large project. The Chilson Center will also have installations both on the interior and exterior of that building. The exterior of the building will have bubble rings, and that's by the studio, artwork studio. And that is composed of punched aluminum as well as mirror, and it will go on the two exterior walls of the natatorium along 4th Street and then on that inset that you can see as well. On the inside of the lobby for the Chilson Center, we have another piece of artwork called Waveforms. It's by the same artist group. That's also composed of mirrors. They're actually mirrored balls, aluminum, and fiberglass that is cut into shapes and then painted as well. And it's all to symbolize motion and water and the movement of the elements.
It's beautiful. Well, there's a new project at the Rialto Bridge. What's that all about?
That's a huge project, yes. I'm sure many people have seen the construction that's going on along 4th Street. And for the Rialto Bridge, they have a terrazzo flooring, which is really exquisite. And you'll see in there the original Rialto theater logo that will be embedded into the floor of that theater space. The theme for that entire building is going to be spotlights and putting the public in the spotlight. So when you enter, you will have the sense that you are truly on stage. So there will be references to Hollywood, old Hollywood, Hollywood skybeams, and that's going to be an exciting project. Everywhere from the stair railings to the flooring to the elevator shafts.
And look at the picture on the screen there and tell us about that.
That is actually going to be the community room, which is on the 2nd floor of the building. And as you can see, we're using RGB lighting, which is theatrical lighting, and that will be in a very artistic form. That's the preliminary design, and I actually haven't seen the final design, so it'll be fun when that's actually installed. We'll get to see that.
And tell us a little bit about the TAP program. What's that?
You bet. TAP stands for the Art Advocacy Project, and every year we do a call for artists, and it will take place just after January, for artists to loan the city a sculpture for the period of 1 year. It will be installed in May, and it will run, like I said, the entire year. All of the pieces are for sale, and it's really a way to showcase Colorado artists here in our downtown.
And Loveland also has a Transformations project, which I love.
Yes, that's a very fun project, and it really is has been a fun project for the whole community to get behind. We work very closely with the power department, and every year we allot a certain number of boxes that can be painted by local artists. So we've done over 53 boxes over the last 3 years. In the spring, we'll choose another 10 boxes, and we'll do an open call for artists within northern Colorado. And some years we have a theme, some years we don't have a theme, so stay tuned.
Yeah, and there are some great upcoming projects for artists. Tell us about that.
There are. The one that we're really excited about, and we still have to work out some of the details because we'll be working with the Colorado Department of Transportation, is an interchange project at I-25 and Highway 34. So we're looking at doing a monumental piece out at that location. We're hoping to have the call for artists available sometime in the spring. In addition to that, we're looking at doing a mural downtown and working with Ames Community College on another mural. So we're hoping for 2 downtown murals by fall.
And there is a lot going on with art in the City of Loveland. If you would like more information, go to cityofloveland.org, or you can contact Suzanne directly. Her number is there on the screen, and as well as her email. And Suzanne, I want to talk about another exciting project that happens in the City of Loveland, and it's the Engaging Loveland Hearts, the City with Heart project. Tell us about it.
That's right. The Visual Arts Commission sponsored 2 hearts during their inaugural year, and it's grown since that time. All of those hearts are sponsored by local businesses, which is really a wonderful way for the public to become involved with that project. All of the art is unique and created by local artists, and the objective of that project is to encourage people of all ages and backgrounds to come and interact with the art and really reconnect and look as we try to reinvent the heart and what the heart means. And so we're hoping people have a great time with that project. The hearts are placed in various locations throughout the community, and a very fun family activity is to come to the museum and pick up a heart map, and you can try to find them throughout the city and then have your picture taken with them, and then share those with the Engaging Loveland folks as well.
Definitely. If you have your picture made with one of the hearts in the community, go ahead and send that to the Engaging Loveland offices, and you may be able to be featured on their website. That's engagingloveland.org. You can email them at info@engagingloveland.org, and the number is up on your screen. Well, thank you, Suzanne, for being a guest with us. There's a lot of information to cover for the arts in Loveland. It's a big deal, and we love it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being with us.
You bet.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
I don't know what it's like.
I don't know what it's like to be in a war.
I don't know what it's like
To be shot at.
to put my life on the line.
I don't know what it's like.
But I do know no one comes back the same. No matter how tough you are, how brave, how patriotic, anybody can get hurt.
And not just physically hurt.
If you're a service member or in a military family and you're feeling hopeless, you're not alone. Please call this number. It's confidential and free. Your family needs you. We need you.
Thank you for your service.
Welcome home.
Well, we've been doing a series on tourism in the City of Loveland, and our special guest today is Mayor Cecil Gutierrez. We are honored to have you with us on the program today.
Well, thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
So I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit and ask you what your favorite thing is about the City of Loveland.
Well, I'd have to say it's got to be the people of Loveland, because it's the people who truly make this the sweetheart city.
It sure is. Well, let's get right into the events for the spring and summer in Loveland, Colorado, and kick it off with the 4th of July.
Great event. You can't get any more, American than having the 4th of July fireworks. You're there with your family, with barbecuing and just listening to the great music, and terrific event.
And that is the biggest fireworks show in all of northern Colorado.
Absolutely, and it doesn't get any better than that.
You're going to go to one, you got to
come here.
All right, and let's talk about Loveland Loves Barbecue.
Well, I have to tell you that I'm a barbecue fanatic, so I love eating the barbecue, and going around and tasting all of that barbecue is terrific. And one of the fun things is, of course, collecting the wooden nickels. That's how you are able to buy your barbecue and all the different tastes.
And one of the big things in Loveland in the summer is the Summer Fest in the Rockies. What's that all about?
Oh, well, the Summer Fest, it's music, it's events, it's great fun for the kids. There's car shows. There's just a lot of fun, entertaining things to do during the Summer Fest.
And they have a
petting zoo, the whole 9 yards.
All right, it's a great event you don't want to miss. And of course, there is Sounds of Centerra and the Lagoon. Tell us what happens there.
Well, being a musician and enjoying having a very eclectic taste in music, I enjoy going to those concerts. Out at Centerra, it's a great venue with Chipungu Sculpture Park out there with the African sculptures. And then, of course, you come into the Foot Lagoon on Thursday nights. Everybody brings their dinner. And gosh, the evening is just beautiful, and one of my favorite things is to sit there and listen to great music and see that flag waving in the background.
And you definitely don't want to miss the Cherry Pie Festival.
Oh, no. I'll tell you, if you haven't had some of the great cherry pies that we have at our Cherry Pie Festival, that goes back to some of our agricultural heritage again. We had some of the largest orchards, cherry orchards around, and now that celebrates that heritage. And one of my favorite things is I get to be one of the judges in the cherry pie contest.
So you've tasted a pie or two.
I've tasted a pie or two, and they're terrific.
That's awesome. Well, Loveland also has the sculpture shows, and that's a big deal. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, the sculpture show weekend is, if you want to see sculpture, this sculpture show weekend is just one of the greatest in the world. It's one of the largest and brings artists from all over the world here to display their art, and gosh, come and enjoy some of the fine art that shows up in our city.
All right. Well, thank you for being with us, Mayor, to talk about events in the spring and summer in Loveland, Colorado. If you would like more information, please contact Engaging Loveland at engagingloveland.org, or you can email them at info@engagingloveland.org. Their phone number is also up on the screen. Again, we appreciate you being with us today.
It's my pleasure.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
For America's wounded warriors, sometimes coming home can be a battle in itself. The USO provides every American a way to support our wounded warriors and their families. Join us. Visit USO.org to learn how you can make a difference in their lives.
What?
It's good to be back.
The USO, until everyone comes home.
Well, we've been doing a series on the City of Loveland and tourism, and I am so excited about my special guest today. We have with us Mayor Cecil Gutierrez, the mayor of the City of Loveland. Welcome to the program.
Well, thank you very much. I'm thrilled to be here.
Thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule to talk to us about events in the fall and winter in Loveland, Colorado.
It's my pleasure.
Well, let's jump right in and start off with the Sweetheart Balloon Rally.
Well, the Sweetheart Balloon Rally is held every fall at the Fairgrounds Park. It's held the last weekend in August, and it's terrific fun because all these big balloons come in, and you get a chance to see them. You could even actually get a chance to fly in one of them. And of course, for me, the best part is the glow, which is when they're tethered in the evening and they use the fire and all of that to make them just glow in the dark. It's a terrific event.
It sure is. And then Loveland also has the old-fashioned Corn Roast Festival.
Yeah, it's about the same time as it's that same weekend, and of course that takes us back to our agricultural roots for the city. And it's a great event because we have a parade, we have live music. It's an opportunity, for everyone to get involved because there's corn shucking contests and corn eating contests. So everything, all the way up to the elbows, all the way to the chin, and
everybody comes out for it.
Everybody comes out for it. Great event.
Nothing to miss. Let's talk about the Loveland Art Studio Tour.
Oh, what a fun event! Because of course, we're known for our arts, and the studio tour. We see all of these great projects that are out there in our city, finished products. This is a great way to get that backstage tour.
Wonderful. Well, that's always so beautiful, and there's so much art that happens in the City of Loveland that they can find something in every corner of the city.
Yes, they can.
Let's talk a little about the ice rink in Centera.
Oh, well, that's great family entertainment, and it's fun to go out there and watch the kids, especially the little kids who aren't quite as on their feet as they should be with those skates, so they have the little buckets that they turn upside down, and in order to stay erect. It's great fun.
And always one thing that has very special events around the holiday season is the Rialto Theater.
Oh, the Rialto Theater is our gem of downtown, and they do have some terrific events showing the movies that are vintage movies. And I think for me, the most fun event of that holiday season is the Loveland Choral Society's Christmas concert. It's the hottest ticket in town at that particular point in time.
Not something you want to miss.
Right.
Well, let's talk a little bit about snow sculpture in the dark. What's that about?
Well, the Sculpture in the Dark is a great fun event because we have to make our own snow a lot of times, and then we truck that snow in, and then we have the snow stomping in order to get those forms so that the nationally and internationally known sculptors come in and actually do great sculptures in the snow. Then we have a parade in the evening. It's fun too.
Well, we always have our Loveland remailing program. It is renowned across the nation and around the world. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, the remailing program was started by Ted and Mabel Thompson back in 1945. It's an event where we get Valentines sent to our city from all over the world. From 110 countries and all 50 states this last year, and over 200,000 Valentines were remailed. We have a special cachet that our volunteers lovingly hand stamp on each one of those Valentines.
And I know you love our volunteers.
Oh, I love the volunteers. That's one of the things that makes Loveland the sweetheart city.
Well, thank you, Mayor, for being with us. If you'd like information about any of the events for the fall or winter in the City of Loveland, contact Engaging Loveland at engagingloveland.org. You can email them at info@engagingloveland.org, and their phone number is up on the screen. Well, we appreciate you being with us. Thanks so much.
It was my pleasure.
Thank you. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Look around you. 1 in 4 kids in the U.S. faces hunger. It's not always easy to see the signs, But in this land of plenty, there are kids that don't know where they will get their next meal. Join Share Our Strength in Food Network and take the pledge to end childhood hunger here in America by 2015. Learn how at NoKidHungry.org. Their next meal could come from you.
Recently, Group Publishing hosted 27 fifth grade students to their program called the Fun Shop. And with us today is Allie Thompson from Group Publishing, and she's going to tell us all about it. Thank you, Allie, for coming. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Well, tell us, what is the Fun Shop?
The Fun Shop is basically a hands-on career day where kids get to learn career skills and experience jobs firsthand. And so we have them come in the morning. They get to play different games and do different activities to learn marketing skills. They get to make up a game with different toys we've laid out for them and draw pictures and all different things. They pose for pictures, things that will help them with the second part of the day, where they actually create a game that real people can use with fifth graders to teach a value lesson. And then they lay those out, and ultimately what's on the screen is what they come up with.
That's wonderful. Well, how long has Group been offering the Fun Shop?
Group has been offering the Fun Shop. This was our 10th one, and we took a couple years break where we really revamped it. We wanted to focus in on career skills that would transfer to other industries. We do, since we're a publishing company, what the kids come up with connects with what we do, but we wanted to make sure that the skills would transfer long-term to other industries.
Well, why is it important for Group Publishing and the owners there to offer a program like this to our community?
Group really loves Loveland, and we want to give back to the community and be a part of the community, and this is just a small way we get to do that. We also want to pour into tomorrow's generation so that we're raising up people who can lead our company and other companies in the future.
Wonderful program. Great to have you on the show today. If you would like more information about the Fun Shop, contact Group Publishing at group.com/funshop, or you can reach them at the number on the screen. We also want to thank the Thompson School District for their commitment to educate their students through wonderful programs such as the Fun Shop, and also for their dedication to community outreach in partnering with organizations throughout the area such as NoColink. Also, thank you to our partners at Advance Print and Mail. Located in northern Colorado, their mission is to assist you with the right printing and direct mail solutions to meet your marketing goals. Visit them on the web at admimail.com or call 970-669-9800. Thanks for joining us on NoColink. As always, we'd love to hear from you, so visit us on the web at NoColink.com or on YouTube, where you can view previous shows. Special thanks to our partners, Realities for Children Charities, dedicated to serving the unmet needs of abused and neglected children in Larimer County.
Janice's Wardrobe is provided by Clothes to Home, where you'll find women's clothing, jewelry, handbags, home decor, furniture, and much more.